$1,550 per month for SSDI in 2024 and the new SGA limits for Social Security disability. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know about these numbers and acronyms right here in the video. Let's get right into it. I know in this video we're specifically focusing on SSDI, also known as Social Security disability, not to be mistaken with SSI, Supplemental Security Income. Now these two programs are very similar, but at the same time, they're also very, very different. And I do want to emphasize this is only focused on SSDI beneficiaries. If you're an SSI beneficiary, I have a lot of dedicated videos here on the channel for you and a lot more to come. So make sure to stay tuned. But this is very, very important information for SSDI beneficiaries as some new limitations have gone into play for 2024. And you certainly need to know these numbers. Take note of them because if you exceed these limits, your benefits will be garnished and possibly even stopped. We want to avoid that, right? So again, make sure you mark these numbers down. I will talk you through all the details. I will identify the numbers. And of course, I will identify these acronyms as well and explain exactly what all of this means. So let's get into it. We have a lot of moving parts here. Let's get into it and talk through the details. Really fast before we do, thanks for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. There's the big subscribe button down there. Make sure to hit that so you don't miss any videos going forward. It's a very busy time right now. A lot of things are changing. Also, right down below the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up, the like button. Again, it gives me feedback on videos like this and it helps other people find this video so they can also be aware of this very important information for 2024. Thanks again. Subscribe and hit that like button down below. Let's get into it and talk about the 2024 SGA limit, Social Security Disability Beneficiaries, SSDI, and what you need to know about this. All right, so first off, let's cross some of these things off the list. We're talking about 2024. We're talking about SSDI. We're talking about SSDI beneficiaries who are non-blind. Yeah, I know, another category here, okay? So here's what you got to know. If you are currently receiving SSDI benefits, you probably know why you're receiving the benefits. It's because you have some kind of disability. That is totally fine, no problem. However, we need to understand, are you getting SSDI benefits because you're blind or is it because of another disability, okay? That is what we need to know first off here because if you're a non-blind SSDI beneficiary, this pertains to you. If you are a blind SSDI beneficiary, hold tight because I have a dedicated video coming for you as well, okay? So hang tight on that one. Your numbers are very different. That's why we need to know this. The numbers are very different. In fact, they're about $1,000 different. That's big, okay? That's a huge, huge difference, and that could be very detrimental for a lot of people if we get these numbers wrong, okay? Very important stuff. All right, so SSDI beneficiaries who are non-blind 2024. The SGA, or Substantial Gainful Activity limit for 2024, is $1,550 per month. Okay, sounds nice, but what does that mean? Okay, let me explain. So here's what happens. As an SSDI beneficiary, you are allowed to have some income. In fact, $1,550 a month of income. Now again, I want to throw this out there really quickly. Yes, I am completely aware of the trial work period and other timeframes in which you may have other income, okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking outside of the trial work period, things like this. This is just your everyday monthly income, gross income, by the way. Let me come back to that. Otherwise, I'm going to get way ahead of myself here, and it's just going to get way too confusing. All right, so the numbers you need to know, $1,550 a month of income is what you are allowed to have as an SSDI beneficiary who is non-blind, okay? So what does this mean? This is the Substantial Gainful Activity limit, okay? If you exceed this limit, now they basically have looked at you and thought, wait, you have a disability, but yet you're earning over this limitation. Therefore, maybe you don't need benefits anymore, okay? So if you earn over that limit, you may not be eligible for your benefits during that period of time. Your benefits may be cut. If this happens for a prolonged period of time, guess what? Kiss your benefits goodbye because they're ending, okay? I can tell you that much. So please be very careful. These are very, very important limitations, okay? If you'd like to do some additional research on this, by all means, I'd suggest looking it up. But here's what's going on. Now, this is income above and beyond your regular SSDI benefit. This $1,550 does not include your SSDI benefit. This is income from a job, whether it's a full-time, a part-time job, it could be a side hustle, it could be a side gig, it could be a small business, it could be anything. It could be making scarves and mittens out of What do they make it out of? Yarn or something? What do they make it out of? I don't know. Whatever people make that stuff out of, and maybe selling it at a craft sale or selling it online. Income is income, okay? Reported income is what this comes down to. Now, again, I want to throw this out there really quickly, okay? Because I know I'm going to get this question. I get this question every year when I make this video. What about cash? I mow my neighbor's lawn. They pay me $30 of cash per week. Is that count? I'm going to throw this out there really quickly, okay? Cash is cash, okay? When it comes down to it, the law states all income is taxable and all income must be reported. Now, again, this is not tax advice. This is not accounting advice in any way, shape, or form, and I do not advise anything like this. I'm just simply saying, if you're getting paid cash and if you're not reporting it, well then, who knows about it, right? But my point is, I'm not saying that you should not be reporting it. I'm simply saying all income must be reported, says the law, okay? So you do what you do for yourself, okay? I'm not telling you what to do there. That is a slippery slope, and I'm not going down that road, okay? My point is, if that's your situation, just be aware of that. However, if you are out there, you're working a part-time job, a full-time job, you're getting a 1099, a W-2, something like this, and you're getting paid like this, and it's being reported to the IRS and things like this, this is reported income, okay? Again, all income must be reported, but I'm just saying, in this type of situation, Social Security will find out about your income. Please do not try to hide this from them. They will find out, okay? And if they find out you've been earning more than the limitations and it comes back to them, which it will, don't worry, you'll get one of those letters that says, we've overpaid you X dollars and now we want it back, okay? Please be very careful. So this is what it comes down to. The 2024 SGA, Substantial Gainful Activity Limit, for non-blind beneficiaries is $1,550. You can earn up to that limit, no problem whatsoever, but if you earn over the limit, get ready, your benefits will likely be garnished or potentially stopped, okay? Please be very aware of that. Now, here's a couple of things I want to point out. This is based on gross income, okay? There's a big difference, gross versus net. Think of this. You have a job, you get a paycheck, right, every week or every 2 weeks. You look at your pay stub, or what I should say is you look at your paycheck. There's like no money there, and you think, hey, who took all my money? And then you look at the pay stub and you say, oh, here it is. It all went to federal taxes, state taxes, FICA taxes, all kinds of things like this. And then you get a little scrap at the end of the day, right, as a paycheck. So gross is the big number, okay? So let's just say that you earned, I don't know, $1,000 in a week. Again, I'm just making up a number, okay? Let's just say you earned $1,000 in a week, but taxes took out, let's just say $350, okay? Now you're left with $650. Okay, that's net. Gross is the big number before taxes, net is the take home, okay? Think of it this way. You're out on a boat and you reach your net into the water and you scoop down, you scoop up a bunch of fish. That's illegal, by the way. Don't do that, okay? That's called netting. That's illegal. Don't do that. I'm just simply saying, I'm giving you an analogy here, okay? You scoop out a bunch of fish and you say, great, I'm going to take these home. You just netted, well, this is a really bad analogy. You get my point, though, okay? You get it. You netted that amount of money, okay? That's what you get to take home. The gross would be essentially all the potential fish in the water there that you could potentially get, but you're not going to get all of them because you don't get to take home all of it, right? So anyway, sorry, that's a really bad analogy, and please do not be going out netting fish. That is very illegal, okay? At least in the state I'm in. I'm not sure about other states, but that is a very illegal thing, so please do not do that. But anyway, you get the analogy. Gross, it is based on gross income, not net or not take home, okay? So if you're out there and you're working and you're earning, say, $1,549, you're fine. You're totally fine. As soon as you exceed that $1,550 limit, well, that's when problems are going to happen. Here's one last thing I want to throw out there really quickly. I know there's a ton of information here in this video. One thing I would say, best practices, here's what I would recommend, which, by the way, nothing I am mentioning in this video is advice in any way, shape, or form. Everybody's situation is very different. But here's one thing that I would recommend. If you're not working or you are working and you want to start having some kind of income, it could be any income from anything. It does not matter what that's from. It could be a traditional 9-to-5. It could be part-time. It could be 1099. It could be gig work. It could be a side hustle. It could be your own small business. It could be selling junk on the side of the street. I don't really know. I'm just saying. If you're going to start doing anything that generates income, I would highly recommend calling Social Security. Have a conversation with them. Say, hey, yo, listen up, agent. I'm an SSDI beneficiary. I'm getting, whatever. I want to start creating some income here because I need extra money to supplement my lifestyle. What can I do? How much can I earn? They're going to ask you a bunch of questions. They're going to say, where are you working? How much are you going to be earning per hour? Is it hourly or salary? How many hours are you going to be working per week? What's your estimated take home, or what's your estimated pay? They're going to ask you a whole bunch of things. They'll run calculations for you, and they will walk you through the situation, okay? I've done this. I've called Social Security and had this exact situation and this exact conversation with agents before, okay? It's pretty helpful. They talk you through a bunch of stuff, they give you all the details, and they tell you exactly how much you can earn without sacrificing your very important benefit, okay? So, make sense? I hope I covered everything here. There's a lot to talk about. And again, I want to emphasize, this is the new SGA limit 2024 for non-blind SSDI beneficiaries. There's a big difference between blind and non-blind as far as SGA limits. Stay tuned. I'll have a blind video for you, a dedicated blind video for you, and rock through all the numbers as well there, okay? So anyway, hope this helps you. Leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. If you want me to come back and elaborate on any of this further, let me know. I'm here for you, okay? Just let me know, hey, you didn't do a very good job explaining this, or, this analogy didn't make sense. That's fine. Let me know. I will come back and make another dedicated video, or I'll do my best to answer those questions down below in the comment section. Otherwise, if you know somebody that is an SSDI beneficiary, there's almost 9 million of these beneficiaries across the country. If you know someone, share this video with them. Let's help some people save their benefit, because this would be a very sad lesson to learn the hard way, okay? You're out there working, trying to make ends meet, trying to get some extra food on the table, and guess what? They come in and say, hey, here's a letter. You owe us, $7,000 of back pay because we overpaid you for X amount of time or whatever. Things like this where you may not have been eligible because you exceeded the limit, okay? And again, quick side note, please do not try to hide income from Social Security or the IRS. They will find out, okay? And it's not going to be a good picture, okay? It's going to be a bad outcome. It's not good to do that. Be transparent. There's nothing wrong with telling them, okay? They will not punish you. They will not take away your benefit. You're not going to be in trouble. You're not going to be sent to detention, stuff like this. They are not going to be mad at you. They want to help you through this, and they will walk you through the process. So, hope this helps. Again, I'm going to leave it there for now. I can always come back and make another video if you need me to talk through the details any further. So, subscribe down below. Totally free to do so. Share the video with your friends on my social media. Go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos on the channel. Hit the like button down below. And I think that's about it. Enjoy your day. And I'll catch you again later.